At the beginning of this year, I was on the ground at the Rio Sector of the U.S. Mexico border, working with law enforcement, spending time with those victimized by the cartels, and seeing firsthand the raw truth of President Biden's border crisis. Upon returning to Washington, I introduced the Stop Taxpayer Funding of Traffickers Act to ensure hard-working American taxpayers are not forced to fund the lifestyles of offenders who are making our country more dangerous by smuggling deadly fentanyl and trafficking young girls. Abusing and using a child again and again is one of the most heinous acts imaginable, and yet it happens every single day along the southern border. That's why I introduced 3 pieces of legislation this year to combat child trafficking. One would require a DNA test to determine the familial relationship between illegal immigrants coming across the border and any accompanying children. One would empower Border Patrol agents to fingerprint non-citizens under the age of 14. And another bipartisan bill would authorize $50 million for a grant program to prevent the trafficking of women and girls. Especially as the Biden administration still cannot locate 85,000 migrant children, passing this legislation could not be more critical. This is also no more urgent threats to our nation's security than our open southern border. Earlier this month, FBI Director Wray told the Senate Judiciary Committee that he sees blinking lights everywhere he turns, and said since Hamas's October 7th attack on Israel, the potential threat to the U.S. is, and I quote, higher than it has been in a long, long time, end quote. 169 potential terrorists attempted to come in through the southern border last fiscal year, and 98 the year before that. Since October 1, not even 3 months into this fiscal year, we've seen over 500,000 illegal immigrants flood the border and 65,000 known gotaways. Currently, CBP is telling us that an average of 5,000 illegal immigrants are being released into our country every day. It makes you wonder how many illegal immigrants on the terrorist watch list have evaded the detection of Border Patrol. How many are in the gotaways? And you know, we know Iran is watching, and so are its proxies. Hezbollah, Hamas, the Houthis, ISIS, and Biden's open border has made it so that any number of them can walk straight into the United States. Make no mistake, the situation at our southern border is a humanitarian and national security crisis of catastrophic proportions. It's simply unsustainable. In the new year, I will continue to make it one of my top priorities to support victims of human trafficking and to safeguard our national security and secure our southern border.